In the heart of West Yorkshire, where the River Calder cuts through stone and steel, a new chapter in English football has begun. Once considered a ghost on the footballing map, the city of Wakefield has long lived in the shadows of Leeds and Sheffield. For decades, it was a town without a team, a community without a crest. But from the dust and forgotten courts of council estates, something unexpected has risen. Wakefield Town Football Club. They weren't built in boardrooms or backed by billionaires. There were no glittering academies, no global scouting networks, just a handful of street ballers, futsal talents, and overlooked journeymen, all handpicked by a manager with no trophies, no legacy, and no fear. In a move that shocked the football world, Wakefield Town were fast-tracked into the Premier League, replacing a collapsed Southampton. This is not just a new club. This is a revolution, a team built in the streets, now ready for the stadium. This is Wakefield Town. With player names still fresh on the team sheet and laces barely tied into routine, Wakefield Town stepped onto the pitch for their first ever professional outing. The opponent is Getafe, seasoned, structured, hardened by years in La Liga's trenches. For Wakefield, this wasn't about silverware, this was about something deeper,
we'll leave
identity.
That to the courageous amongst you. This is EA TV. Hello and welcome to the Signal Iduna Park. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson. And we have more live action from the pre-season.
I think we'll see a lot of rotation in midfield. They just need to have a good understanding about when to support.
Over it comes. Not quite what they were working on in training this week. And Borges with it. Using space on the opposite flank now. And there's the feed into the box. Well, it looked promising, but his timing... Ball. They take it short. Varela with it. Determined defending. And that is going to be that. Well, a tale of woe in terms of the scoreline as far as the visitors are concerned here.
After a 2-0 loss against Getafe in the preseason, Wakefield had already won hearts, but the cracks were clear. Behind the fearless pressing and viral flair was a thin squad, short on experience and dangerously low on depth. Behind closed doors at the Calder Fortress, the manager met with the board. The verdict was swift: a striker, a left back, a backup keeper. If Wakefield were to survive the Premier League storm, these holes had to be filled fast. The board allocated a staggering £100 million for the very first season in the Premier League to show faith in this manager and the team. But it came with a condition: a top 10 finish in their very first Premier League season. No time for patience, no room for excuses. We weren't just expected to survive, we were expected to compete. After the loss against Getafe, there was no panic, but there was clarity. Wakefield's debut squad had heart, but heart alone doesn't survive the Premier League. They needed experience, goals, and they needed them now. No time to build slowly, no safety net. This wasn't just about surviving the league, it was about making a statement in it. The first move was measured. Iñaki Peña, Barcelona's backup goalkeeper, hungry for minutes and ready for responsibility. Calm on the ball, trained under pressure, not a superstar but a stabilizer. We needed control from the back, and Peña delivered that in spades. He arrived quiet, humble and focused, exactly the kind of keeper to anchor a wild backline. The second move was anything but quiet. Patrik Schick, the Czech Republic's talisman and one of Bayer Leverkusen's top scorers, shocked fans when he arrived in Wakefield Blue. Premier League experience? None. Big game goals? Plenty. Confidence? Endless. Wakefield now had their focal point: tall, technical and clinical in the box striker who could turn half chances into headlines. But not every deal was done. We made a serious approach for Alejandro Grimaldo, Leverkusen's marauding left back. Talks advanced, wages were negotiated, but in the final hours, Grimaldo pulled out. Grimaldo stayed in Germany and our left flank stayed exposed. With time ticking and Premier League intensity approaching fast, we turned to a less headline-grabbing but crucial addition. Jesus Angelo, the 26-year-old Mexican centre-back, arrived quietly. Angelo wasn't brought in to sell shirts. He was brought in to plug gaps, to cover ground, and to compete when the fixture list gets brutal. Now, in the final preseason outing, we face Rayo Vallecano, a side known not for flair, but for fight. The manager made it clear this was the closest preview yet of Wakefield's first ever Premier League 11. The final rehearsal had begun.
With the final group stage game just moments away. Now, how about the short corner? Enjoying time and space here. Looking for the angle. Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. Oh, to level the match. And deciding to go short with this one. This looks promising. Oh, the referee points to the spot. Penalty. Well, no card handed out, but quite a few upset players out there, Stuart.
Well, he's made a genuine attempt to play the ball, so penalty yes, yellow card no.
An opportunity to level matters. In it goes! A well-taken penalty. Schick. And the referee not too happy with the challenge and blows for a free kick. Baxter. He's got to score! And a goal! Just like that, they're back in front! Is this the moment? And it's gone in! Just what the doctor ordered. Things looking very bright for them now with this buffer. And there it is, the final whistle, and the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces.
Well
We
done.
didn't just show up against Rayo Vallecano, we arrived. For the first time since our creation, the pieces clicked. The passes were sharper, the press was coordinated and up front. Schick opened his Wakefield account with a clinical finish that silenced any early doubts, and now there's no more testing. The Premier League is next. The lights, the cameras, the pressure. Our first chapter is written, and now the real story begins.
Hi guys, thank you all for coming. We'll start taking questions now.
Coach, you've built this squad in weeks. No established core, no top-flight experience. How do you create identity that quickly?
Identity isn't something you inherit, it's something you forge. We've built around hunger, not history, and sometimes that's stronger than tradition.
The board expects a top 10 finish. Some would say that's borderline unrealistic for a debut side. How do you balance ambition with realism?
Ambition doesn't scare me, delusion does. If we start talking about titles in year one, that's noise. But top 10? With discipline, belief, and resilience, it's not only realistic, it's necessary. Expectations set the standard.
You've brought in players from different leagues, different cultures, different systems. How do you ensure tactical cohesion so quickly?
You don't sign players, you sign minds. Peña understands positional discipline. Schick reads space like few strikers can. The language may vary.
Okay guys, we'll be wrapping it up now. Thank you for attending.
It's match day, but not just any match day, not just 3 points, not just another fixture on the calendar. This is the beginning of a new era. Wakefield Town FC, a club that didn't exist in top-flight conversation a year ago, now standing under the lights of the Premier League. This is the first chapter in the book we waited a lifetime to write.
Perfect day to watch football. Guy Mowbray with you for commentary, along with Sue Smith. And a live game from the Premier League on the way. It's Rangers, and they face Nottingham Forest.
Well, it was a decent start for our hosts on match day one. It was always going to be difficult for them, so I think they'll see it as a point gained. They were quite impressive at times too, and certainly showed what they're capable of. Let's see if they can build on that today.
This is today's Rangers team.
Yeah, they're playing a 4-3-3. One central striker with the wingers providing the width. A quite narrow three in midfield and then a back four where the full-backs, they're going to be expected to get up and down those flanks.
Here's how Nottingham Forest line up.
Yeah, it looks like a 4-5-1 or a 4-2-3-1. This can be quite an attacking lineup with the three progressive players behind the lone striker, but you've still got that defensive protection with the two midfielders holding.
This could be threatening. No problem at all in keeping that one out. And it's been cut out. There's the turnover. Played through nicely. This has to be. And you can feel the frustration after that. Possibly should have hit the target. Just breaking off for a moment here because Alex has a goal for us at the Etihad.
It's a goal from Manchester City. They've scored the opener here with 13 minutes played.
Thanks, Alex. And they need to be better on the ball than that. This is a positive-looking move. Gets past really nicely. And it's a pretty good save by the keeper. The defence does its work. Really good pass. For the lead here. And it's there. They have a goal. And they have the lead.
Well, here we can see it again, and he does so well to skip past his marker. That's what opens up the opportunity, and then cool as you like in the finish.
And the game restarts with the score 1-0. Gibbs-White. Move of real promise now. It's a corner, and possibly the chance to go further in front. And they've gone with a short one. And it's quickly stopped. And the referee has given a penalty. For an even firmer grip on the game. And they have paid the penalty. It's been dispatched.
Well, here's the replay. This is a strong penalty. He chose to go straight down the middle. The goalkeeper guesses early and he just watches the ball fly into the back of the net.
So the lead is now 2 as the game restarts. Wood. And they've got it back now. They're allowing space and he's finding it. Asking quite a lot to score from there, and that's missed by quite a bit.
Oh no, what's he doing there? That's an opportunity wasted. It's got to be a perfect shot to beat the goalkeeper.
Red to cut it out. That's gone out of play. Throw in to come. And the defender left behind. It's played into the box. This to get back into it. Oh, ho, ho! That has flown into the net. What a strike! A superb volley.
Well, what a finish that is. He connects so sweetly. The keeper can only watch it go past him. It's a brilliant goal.
And the referee's whistle brings the first 45 minutes to a close. Well, he's certainly had a decent game so far, or maybe better than that. I think it's fair to say he hasn't disappointed.
Yeah, he's had a decent half. He's always wanting the ball and he's communicating well to those around him. But as a team...
Off we go, the second half underway. Ilanga. Real opportunity. The goalkeeper ready for it. Really good stop. Weighted beautifully. And they want to see a shot here. And they've scored again. That puts them further in front. What a position to be in.
Well, here's the replay. It's poor defending, but you can't take anything away from the movement and the calm finish. It's a really nice goal, that.
And the game kicks off again with the score 3-1.
Both teams are going to be looking to progress, that's for sure. Hopefully it's going to be a competitive match.
Now there might be a chance as they keep it moving. And that was not a good effort, nor a good choice.
Oh, that's a poor attempt, that. He had other options. And you can see his teammates are frustrated with him for attempting that.
Rangers with width here. And the whistle goes. Free kick awarded. Lovely weighted pass. Oh, terrific from the keeper. Super speed, razor-sharp reactions. Ilanga. A move of real promise now. Could pull one back here. And that has gone over the top by quite a distance. Has the space to whip it in here. Now, this might be promising. And the ref's letting the play go, so good challenge. There is the final whistle. Plenty of positives for them to take away, not least the 3 points soon.
As the final whistle blew, a silence settled over the City ground. Not of disappointment, but of realization. This wasn't a fluke, this wasn't luck. We had arrived. Back in the tunnel, no celebration, just handshakes, quiet nods, one win in a long road. But make no mistake, the Premier League had just been introduced to its newest disruptor. The media quickly took notice and started praising the tactical clarity of the coach and the commanding presence of Schick up front. Headlines called it a dream debut, but inside Wakefield it was seen as just the first step. With our first win behind us, we now turn our focus to a much tougher challenge, an away trip to face a battle-hardened Newcastle United side at St James's Park, and it begins.
Coming up next.
A warm welcome from St James's Park, a home of football since 1880. Guy Mowbray with you for commentary, delighted to be joined by Sue Smith. And it's time to begin another new season of the Premier League, full of the usual highs and lows. It's Newcastle United versus Rangers.
Well, the atmosphere is so loud in here. There's a real buzz in and around the stadium. The fans are looking forward to the new season and what they could achieve. 3 points would be a great start today, though.
This is today's Newcastle United lineup.
Yeah, they're playing a 4-3-3. One central striker with the wingers providing the width. A quite narrow three in midfield and then a back four where the full-backs, they're going to be expected to get up and down those flanks.
This is today's Rangers team.
Yeah, it looks to be a 4-4-2 and you'd expect the two strikers to occupy both centre-backs. When they attack, they'll combine and the wide midfielders, they'll get forward to provide crosses for them both.
First kick of the ball and we're away. Oh, he didn't get that right. There could be punishment coming. And the referee has paid an early first visit to his pocket.
Yeah, I think the ref's setting out the stall early to say any challenges like that, there's going to be a booking. He's certainly going to have to be careful now.
No problem at all in keeping that one out. Schick. And the whistle goes. Free kick awarded. Well, no card from the referee.
Well, I think he's lucky it's so early on. He's going to have to be careful now.
Oh, a great chance. The goalkeeper does what he's there to do. Here it comes. And the corner dealt with. Too much weight put on the pass. Excellent positioning. Getting a bit congested in the middle of the park. Hakim Ziyech. Now it needs a good ball in. Is that? And that's a decent save, at least certainly made to look that way. It's in possession from Rangers. An attack of genuine promise developing. A good advantage played by the ref. And play is brought back now for the free kick to be taken. And that foul has resulted in a booking.
Well, it wasn't the best challenge, was it? Had to be a yellow.
better options there.
There certainly were. He's got to put that in the box for me. Let someone get on the end of it. He's wasted a decent chance there.
5 minutes played.
Nice one, Alex, thank you. Dan Burn. Guimaraes. This is a positive-looking move. On he goes, terrific. Real opportunity. And that was a wonderful chance.
It was. He's got to do better there. They should be 1-0 up.
Corner to Newcastle then, and the possibility of getting their noses in front. All comes in. Well, not quite fully away here, and that has missed by quite a distance. And that's going to be all for the first half here in Newcastle. He hasn't really been able to put his stamp on the game to this point. There's not been a great deal to admire.
Yeah, he's not been involved enough for me. Not seen enough for the ball. I think if they're to kick on in the second half, it's key that they get the ball in.
And the forward progress continues with a good ball. And it's on now. And that's not a bad save at all. They'll surely win the game. Still a chance off the keeper. Picked out nicely. Still not away here. Tonali. The final whistle. Well, nothing to split the two sides, and the points are shared. Sue, what did you make of it from the away point of view?
Yeah, it's a great way to start the season. I can't imagine they expected much, but they got the game plan spot on. Everyone performed at a really high level, and they deserve...
It was a hard-fought, end-to-end battle at St James's Park. Both sides had their chances, both sides stood firm, and in the end, a 0-0 draw felt like a fair result. Not the fireworks of our opening win, but in this league, grinding out results like this matters just as much. And that wraps up our very first episode. 2 games in, 4 points on the board, and already we're starting to earn respect. If you're enjoying the journey so far, make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and drop a comment. Let me know what you think about our start and what you'd do in my shoes. This is just the beginning for Wakefield Town. Episode 2 is coming soon. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.